Yeah, so I said I wasn't going to tell you when I left, just for security purposes and such, but I'm here now. I'm in Vietnam. Sorry that we didn't get to cover the leftist mafia. I've watched that content, and yeah, it was really interesting. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on. I'm going to be up with a live stream probably tomorrow, covering as much as I can, but again, it's like there's a lot. But yeah, here's my room. Here's my room. And I'm just going to wait for a chat to start to trickle in, as chat does. But yeah, I'm here. I met my landlady. It's a pretty nice place that I'm staying at. I'm going to be really busy today just because I've got to file electronically my visa application. It's due today, so otherwise I'd give you a much longer stream. That, and I've got to take care of some stuff, buy some groceries, get soap. That's the one thing the apartment didn't come. Well, I mean dish soap, but right, I need soap for me. But yeah, I'm really excited to be here. Really, nervous about the whole visa thing, but I've got breakfast finally. It was a little bit of a struggle. I'm living actually in a shop, right, which is, I guess, not uncommon in Vietnam, that there will be buildings with shops on the lower level, and then each floor, kind of small buildings, each floor is a room. And so that's what I'm dealing with right now, just living sort of keying into a shop. What's up, Shakespeare? What's up, Sue? Good to see you. You're the first two here, or the first two to chat at least. There's one more person. Anyway, so yeah, I made it to Vietnam. I'm here, and I got breakfast. And I was going to share some breakfast for you, share some breakfast for you. I'm going to eat some breakfast for you. I'm going to eat my breakfast with you while I wait for my groceries to arrive. So yeah, interesting place, and really cool place, actually. I ended up with a decent spot. Yeah, commenter, you got third. Congratulations. Yeah, so we're in Vietnam. This is my first time ever in Vietnam. And yeah, I'm just chilling here, just about to eat some. Wait a minute. How do I do this? Flip. Breakfast. Yeah. We got breakfast. We got forbidden rice. We got tofu soup. We've got, wow, there's a lot of tofu here. There's a lot of protein in this breakfast. Damn it, I didn't realize it. Oh, yeah, and then this is banana. Now, I've made this myself once, but what this is banana blossom salad. The dish is popular in Thailand and I guess in Vietnam as well. But if you see right here, these little things that look like, they look a lot like, well, actually, no, maybe they are mung beans. I don't think so, though. Mung beans and banana blossoms look kind of similar. I don't know what those leaves are. Wait, I'm gonna try one. Whoa, okay. I don't know. This is a new spice, new herb. But yeah, I met my landlady. She doesn't speak any English, but apparently her son does. So her son's away right now. So communicating with her is a little bit difficult, but I am learning a little bit of Vietnamese. So far, I know how to say Xin Chào, which is like hello, or let's say Shakespeare. If I was gonna say, if Shakespeare was, if Shakespeare rode by on a bicycle and I saw her across the street, I would yell out, "Shakespeare, oi!" And that means, "Hey, Shakespeare, hey, hey." And you only do that with your friends, right? It's not polite. If you're being polite, people you don't know, you say "Shin Chao," I believe. And if you're friendly with them, then you can use the oi form. So yeah, really excited. Yeah, I'm literally got a garage door opener here because I'm living in a shop that I have to, when it's not the shop's not open, I gotta open the those big metal iron doors that they have in front of shops. It's one of those, right? So I was just down talking to my landlord, figuring out how to lock and unlock the door when I come in and out, and and yeah, figuring out that neither of us speak each other's language at all. So we're gonna be talking through phone for now. Yeah, we got some mushroom. Wait, mushroom? Where's the? Oh, there's the mushroom right there. What kind of mushroom is that? I wonder. Wait, this looks like a button mushroom. Okay, I haven't had. I mean, these are just normal. Oh my God. No, wait, that's something else. What is that mushroom? I've had this before. I should know what this is, but I don't. But yeah, I'm really excited about the banana blossom salad because I've made, chat. Okay, just as, no Vietnam chick, that's right. Um, uh, is that shiitake? Really? Yeah, you're right, it's shiitake. That's where I remember it from. Um, yeah, I usually get shiitake dried because they're like cheaper, but and then when I bought them fresh, they're like the big ones. But yeah, I guess these are little baby shiitake. So chat, I might have to like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It sounds like you know what? I feel like I could just chill on let me just eat my food, right? Because like I think the groceries are coming. I got a call. The store is open now though, and I've told my landlady that I'm gonna be that I ordered some food. So I think that I hate to do that. You know what I mean? It's like it's my food. You know, she shouldn't have to get it. She's trying to open up um, her store and everything and get ready for the day. And I don't want to rely on her too much, but I do want to eat my breakfast. Oh, the other thing I got, all right, and everybody told me to get this. This is Vietnamese coffee. Okay, just black coffee. Doesn't seem like much. Black coffee on ice, all right? And look, I've had quote unquote Vietnamese coffee made in the Vietnamese style. There is a district of Seattle. It's called Little Saigon, or commonly, it's the international district. Part of the international district is Little Saigon, and I've eaten at a restaurant there that serves some pretty good iced coffee, but holy shit, not like this. This coffee is unbelievably good, unbelievably amazing. So they really need to make like a way to stream on YouTube with your phone and then at the same time be able to switch into another app, because I literally can't look at. I don't know what would happen if I switched out of the app with the stream die. I don't know. I haven't done enough of these phone streams, but I'm really excited about breakfast. My first breakfast in Vietnam. Let me. Let's see, how should I do this? Switch the angle again. There I am. And I want to see if I can get myself and the food in. Oh, here, let me show you really quick, though. Come with me. Come with me. All right. We're going over here. And yeah, this is Hanoi. Oh my gosh, it might be too bright for me to even show you, right? Like, look at how the sunlight outside is making it almost, well, no. We can see. All right, so yeah, outside is an alleyway, not a street, an alleyway. And you can see I could probably, someone could stretch across from my balcony, or not a balcony, I have a window, right? But somebody could stretch across from the ledge of my window, right, to the balcony over there. Like, I don't know, like, I guess you could come over and visit if you know somebody across the way, right? So it's very close, it's very tight, it's very packed in. I don't know if you can see. No, you won't be able to see. I'll show you. I'll try to show you later. I need to get a selfie stick, chat. I didn't bring a selfie stick because I was only. God, the only thing is, I really don't want. Like, I'm afraid if she gets the groceries, that she'll feel obliged to bring them upstairs, and I don't want her to have to bring my groceries upstairs because that's my responsibility, not hers. But yeah, so my selfie stick, I was about to take it with me and, to do some like IRL streaming in the streets of Hanoi. I really want to show you that. If you go anywhere, there's little flags, little Vietnamese flags, and they'll be like interspersed with the hammer and sickle, right? Because this country is a socialist republic. That's right, Socialist Republic of Vietnam. They fought for their freedom. They were colonized by the French way back in the day, and then the Japanese came in during World War II, kicked the French out, took over. The French tried to take back over after the Japanese had surrendered, and Ho Chi Minh didn't like that. He'd been studying studying. He'd definitely been visiting in Paris and was trying to negotiate a independence for his country, right? Hey, we were dominated by Japan. Could we like be free now? And the Western world said, "Fuck no, fuck no, you can't be free. You're a French colony." And a French colony, and then they, divide north to south, and the, war starts, and then the United States comes in to save. Yeah, when France gets their ass kicked, the United States comes in to try to, I don't know, dominate in their place, and that didn't work out very well. That didn't work out very well for the United States. The United States got their butts kicked too. So it looks like soggy chocolate cookies. Oh, wait, let me show you what, I think I know what you're talking about right there. That is forbidden rice, I think, right? There's also riceberry that looks very similar. You'll get that in Thailand a lot. But yeah, it's kind of like I ordered brown rice, and what that means is like whole grain rice, and there's different varieties of whole grain rice. There's red, there is, I can't tell, is that purple or black? Because the black rice is forbidden rice. The purple, I think this is purple. I think this is riceberry. The purple rice is riceberry, but either way, it's really delicious, really good. A little bit higher in antioxidants than your normal rice. So there's the spread. Look at that. Look at that. And I don't know. I ordered this, so I feel like I kind of paid a little bit more than I normally would have. Let me see if I can. Oh my gosh, Chad, this is like $8, which to me sounds very expensive, right? That's probably because I don't know where to go. I don't know where the cheap places are. But in Thailand, a spread like this would cost, let's see, 50 baht, 100 baht, 115 baht, and what would it be, like $6? Okay, so not that much more expensive. A little bit more expensive than Thailand, but not too bad. So here, I'm gonna switch my view, and I'm gonna try to eat breakfast. Although I might have to end, this stream pretty quickly. But yeah, let's eat some of this. What I'm most excited about, though, oh God, I'm gonna need chopsticks for this. I think here, spoon for the soup. Let me go get my chopsticks. But yeah, this coffee right here, I was not prepared for how good this is. This tastes like chocolate. It's just coffee. It tastes chocolatey. All right, so let's dig in. And then I'll maybe, I don't know, Chad. I'll probably end the stream after breakfast and then go down and pick up the groceries. I still can't figure out what this leaf right here is. Anybody know? And yeah, that is definitely a mung bean sprout. That tastes familiar. I've had that leaf before. I used to go to school in a place that had a really awesome garden, and people would grow the most amazing stuff out in the garden. And so I got to try a lot of herbs that I otherwise would not have. We got some cilantro in there. But what I'm really looking for here is the banana flower itself, which Banana blossoms. Oh my God, I can't tell. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There is banana flower, I think. Yep, right there. Right there and right there. All right, so this is what it looks like. It comes in a big purple, sort of reddish purple blossom. And what you do is you peel off the outside leaves. There's also these little tiny buds inside, which is what I thought the mung bean were at first. Let me see if I can find any of the little buds. Yeah, that's more. But yeah, so they're big, kind of leaves. After you peel the outside, basically the colorful part of the blossom, you peel that off because that's a little too hard to eat. Then you chop it up into, you kind of like ribbon or what's the word? Chiffon. You chiffon the banana flower itself. And then, oh my gosh, the hard process. I think you soak it in like salt water and maybe lime or lemon as well. And then you can. I don't think this is stir fried though. You process this somehow though, because it's not good to eat as is. So I think you marinate it basically. Is it parrilla? Parrilla? It could be. It could be. Here, let me see if I can find another one of these leaves. Yeah, it's serrated. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember my botany chat. Serrated. It's got veins. I can't tell how many leaves grow in a bundle or whatever. Hi, Arturo. Hi, everybody. I made it. That's right. That's right. I'm having breakfast in Vietnam. About to dig into some banana blossom salad, which, like I said, this dish is popular in Thailand and also apparently in Vietnam as well. Mmm. So yeah, there's peanuts here, banana flour, carrots, mung sprouts, a leaf, which somebody in chat, it tastes a little bit minty, but it's not. Oh wait, wait, whoa, whoa! This is key. This is key. Any botanists out there? All right, look at that. We got like 3 leaves growing on. Like this is the form of the leaves, right? This means something. This means something, chat. And like, what is that movie where he combs his mashed potatoes to make the Devil's Tower? And he's like, this means something. This means something. Oh, it gives you when you do a wave emoji, it says your name said hi. So what's up? Zara and Kaylala and Rave, good to see you. Just looking at chat here. White Bear, good to see you as well. Marina. Yeah, I'm about to dig into this, but no Vietnam check is right. Yeah, I had trouble getting here. The first time I tried to come, I underestimated the time it takes to get an e-visa. So if you're going to Vietnam, just make sure to apply for your e-visa 2 weeks ahead. Oh yeah, I gotta say something too. I made a community post that was fake news. I'm sorry about it. I saw this on Facebook and then I confirmed it, I believe, on a Vietnamese immigration site, but it's changed. They were going to add they were going to add the United States to a list of countries that can, get a tourist visa upon arrival, right? So just Thailand, if you arrive in Thailand, you fill out your Thailand digital arrival card. That's important, right? But you can almost do that, I think, even once you land in the airport, right? It's just slows you down if you haven't done it already. But you don't have to do any sort of application for an e-visa or anything like that. You just get there, you get your passport stamped, and for now, it's 60 days. They may later turn that into 30 days. Laws in Thailand kind of go back and forth, and there's big news in Thailand, chat. Yesterday, the former prime minister, she'd been suspended. She was what's the right word? She was taken out of office. She is no longer the prime minister, and they have a conservative prime minister. Politics are a little bit complicated in Thailand. Conservative and liberal don't exactly mean the same thing. For instance, the conservative prime minister, the new prime minister of Thailand, is the man that's known as Mr. Marijuana, right? He wears a weed shirt because he championed cannabis in Thailand being legal as a means of increasing tourism, and honestly, it's a pretty good business for people. There's like a $1 billion industry in Thailand. A lot of people that didn't have much before were able to open up little shops and such, and really improve their lives via the cannabis industry, right? So the reason that that was going to be made illegal again is because the Conservative Party and the party of the former Prime Minister made a deal, and this pissed off the Progressive Party, right? So now the Progressives are pissed off at the PTP, and so as a result, they have the power. The Progressive Party, most votes in the Parliament, right? So they get to decide amongst a list of the people eligible who's the next Prime Minister. They did not go with the PTP, which would have made more sense. The PTP is known as being less conservative than the BJT, but they don't trust the PTP anymore, right? This is Shinawat's party. Paetong Thai Shinawat is, kind of part of a political dynasty in Thailand, and she got in trouble for being a little overly friendly with a Cambodian. The father of the prime minister in Cambodia, a guy named Hun Sen, she was too deferential. They didn't like that. Cambodia and Thailand kind of thinks of itself as, bigger, more important, better. And so when you're deferential to the opposing government, people don't like that, right? She also, made some enemies with the really important, powerful forces in Thailand. The military and the monarchy. So yes, they got rid of her, and I would say the Shinawat dynasty, it does not look good for them. They're probably not going to have another prime minister for a while. So yeah, they handed it off to conservative leadership, right, to a conservative BJT member, and he is going to rule for 4 months before declaring elections, I believe. So yeah, more who knows where it'll end up, right? But like I said, the Progressive Party in Thailand is doing the best. So whatever coalition develops will probably include them. They only gave it to the Conservative because they were betrayed. They felt betrayed by the PTP. They thought that Shinawat was on their side, and it turned out not so much. So anyway, that's the news from Thailand right now. Let me try to. I'm trying to get back to where chat is. Oh my God, chat is so slow right now. What's up, chat? So like I said, this is going to be a fairly short stream. I'm just going to eat breakfast, and then I'm going to go downstairs and pick up my groceries, and then I am probably going to be filling out my paperwork for my Thai educational visa. So yeah, it's a strange thing. It's cheaper to apply for a Thai visa, oftentimes outside of Thailand. And it's not that I have to go, I may have to go to immigration to pick it up, go to the embassy to pick it up, but it's just important that that I can truthfully state that I'm in a different country when I apply. That way the, price for the visa is much lower. Here we go. Let's catch up with chat. Chat is not moving for me. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's not people talking right now. I don't know. I'm going to try to dig into some breakfast here while chat is quiet here. I'm going to start with a banana flour salad, which is delicious. Wait, no, I'm going to start with my freaking coffee. What am I saying? Let's do coffee first, all right? So, that is Vietnamese coffee. Now, like I said, I've tried Vietnamese coffee before in Seattle, or what was sold, the same brewing method, I guess, iced coffee, right? And, I thought it was pretty good. But I had a question about, like, what makes Vietnamese coffee special, right? And I thought maybe it's the preparation method, right? Because coffee is kind of coffee. But no, I think it's the coffee. This is better coffee than I've ever tasted. for the leaf plant. Oh, thank you. That one person has Vietnamese balm, lemon balm. Is it? That's that right? Is it similar? Yeah, yeah. It's the mint family. Kien Glo is the Vietnamese name for this. Kien Glo, Kien Gio, Kien Gio, or crested late summer mint. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's what it does taste a lot like lemon balm. So it probably closely related to lemon balm. Lemon balm is in the mint family, although it doesn't taste very minty. But thank you, that one person, for figuring out what the fuck I was eating there. I'm gonna drink this coffee because it's iced and I'm a little bit warm here. Make sure I'm gonna turn down the air conditioning ever so slightly. All right, coffee time. Chat, if they sold me this as cocoa coffee, if they told me this wasn't really coffee, but it was actually like cocoa beans, like with, water, like filtered, like cocoa bean, like tea, I would believe them. This doesn't taste like coffee to me. It's almost midnight here. I'm hungry now. Yeah, sorry for starting so late, Chad. I probably should have started early. I was just hungry and I was freaking out. I was like, I tried to go outside to explore around a little bit today. And yeah, I opened up the big steel door on the store that I'm living in. I live in a store for now. But I opened up the door and then I unlocked there's like a little lock on the bottom of the glass door. So I unlocked that and I went out and I tried to relock it and I couldn't. And there's a reason for that because apparently my key fits the left door and not the right door. So now that I know that, now that my landlord showed me that, I will be able to get in and out even while the store is closed without being worried that I am like leaving, the door unlocked or anything like that. So, but yeah. But yeah, I really needed some breakfast. So then I was freaking out. I was like, I need to get something to eat, but I can't go out. And, I ended up just ordering some food, which I think is probably why this is expensive. Right, it'll be cheap when I'm gonna be making some food, Chad. I've got a full kitchen over there. Wait, over where? Over where, do you ask? Over there. Look at that. Fuck yeah. Amazing kitchen. And I will be utilizing that as much as I can. As soon as I get done with my application for my Thai visa, I will be free to explore the city, and I plan to be making use of the. I've seen a lot of like fresh markets around, vegetables, fruits. Probably the cheapest way to eat here, I would guess. Although, is this where I live or a vacation? It's a little bit of a vacation. I live in Thailand, but not too far away. Yeah, I live really close to here. I just have to go here. Well, it's a vacation. I don't know. Do you want to call it a working vacation or a? I mean, I technically am working, so if anybody wants to support me, you can do through a super chat, super sticker. You can get yourself a membership. You can gift a membership. I don't know if the Patreon links are up, but it's patreon.com/nocommentchick or throne.com/nocommentchick, which I've got the Vietnam Fund still up. So, yes, it's called Vietnamese lemon balm. I was right. I know my herbs a little bit. I know a little bit about herbs. I didn't, study it or anything like that, but I've always had friends that were herbalists, and I've always been super into just, growing things in the ground that you can eat. It's probably because I don't eat meat, so I can't raise things to eat, but I can definitely grow them. I'm gonna finish. Okay, yeah, it was just a little bit of coffee, but we'll see how strong it is. It's good though. I have never had, seriously, whoever told me you got to get coffee here, you were right. That was you were 100% on. Coffee here hits different. All right, speaking of hitting different, let's give this a try. This is a banana flour salad. We have mung bean sprouts, we have banana flour, we have cilantro, we have what I've been told is Thai, or sorry, this is Vietnamese lemon balm right here. Oh, one other thing about lemon balm, it's got a little bit of a medicinal effect, and unlike some herbs that you usually don't even notice the effects that they have, lemon balm will relax you a little bit. It's not like smoking weed, it's not like drinking alcohol, but it does have an effect. It's anxiolytic, is what you would call that, and meaning that it breaks up anxiety. So it puts you in a good mood, puts you in a calm mood. And eating it like this, like the normal thing. Okay, when I eat lemon balm, the thing that annoys me, it's got little hairs on it. I'll like chew it up, chew it up, chew it up, and then I'll swallow. And the hairs, like, they hurt my throat. Like, they tickle and they hurt and they're not good. Eating it in a salad seems to solve that problem. So let me eat some more of this. Rave says, I've just repotted my tomatoes, jalapenos, basil, and parsley to head, ready to head into the garden. Nice. Lemon balm often used in sleep, often used to help one sleep. Vitamin mixes with ashwagandha. Oh yeah, magnesium also relaxes you. Although, what is it? You got to make sure not to take too much of it, or it'll give you a little bit of the runs. Maybe I need to eat more lemon balm for the anxiety. Well, like I said, if you eat lemon balm out of the garden, do watch out because it might irritate your throat. It irritates my throat. Another option is to buy it in a tincture. I don't know, like a natural, if you go to like a natural food store or something like that, that has tinctures, like alcohol, extractions of herbs. Lemon balm is one. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can get that's like kind of dubious of like, does it really, it has this effect, but does it have this effect enough to be medicinal? Sometimes with herbs, that's kind of dubious. Lemon balm is an herb that you can actually feel, so. Lemon balm makes a delicious tea too, yep. That's definitely a way that you could eat it. Can get behind having it as a tea. If you like the flavor, it's not my favorite. Well, I don't know. It's all right. Would you put it, MC? Would you put, or like Rave? Would you put sugar in that tea or anything? Or would you just drink it like as a straight up herbal tea? Lemon bulb, aniseed, so almost like a anise has got almost like a clove flavor, maybe a little bit sweeter than clove, right? Oh, anise seed. I'm sorry, this is star anise seed, right? Yeah, no, I love that. Oh yeah, that's a big herb here. I think a lot of people, a lot of pho recipes will have star anise as a like key ingredient in the broth. And mint, okay, that actually would be really good. Yeah, if you make it with mint, it's probably gonna, like, if you're bothered, if you don't like the flavor, adding some mint will probably make it better. Fennel, okay, fennel, that's another one of those flavors. Rarely put sugar in my tea except for making chai masala or sometimes matcha. Yeah, I never eat my tea with sugar. Or eat my tea. I never drink my tea with sugar. but I know some people do. That one person says my favorite tea is Canalita cinnamon tea, which is just cinnamon sticks boiled in water. Ooh, such a pretty red color. That does sound good. There's so many different types of cinnamon too. There's so many different types, like, you know, even, like, I guess cassia is a really common one. It's technically not cinnamon. And maybe not something you want to eat a whole bunch of. I'm trying to decide what to do with the rest of this. I've eaten most of the banana flour salad here. Here, I'm going to take this forbidden rice. Or, I mean, it's pretty dark. I can't tell. It's got a little bit of a purplish tinge to it, so it may actually be riceberry. No, it's pretty dark. I think this is actually forbidden rice. So I'm going to put some of this forbidden rice into the... Because I've got, like, this, the dressing is, and the peanuts are still, I still have a ton of that. Even though the salad is pretty much eaten at this point. So I'm going to eat the rest of this with rice, I think. The fuck is this black stuff? It's rice. Oh, this is black rice, yeah. This is forbidden rice. I think this is a rice from China, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is definitely forbidden rice. I recognize the flavor. I'd eat that. MC, are you making a Loner Box reference? I can't tell. Does Loner Box own that phrase now? Mm-hmm. No, I don't think MC was memeing, because the meme would be, I'd eat that. Yeah, so what do we got to do? Chat, please remind me if you are one of my regular viewers of content that you want me to cover. I will probably be doing a real hardcore digging into the, you know, the discourse, the content. I'll probably be doing one of those streams tomorrow on my laptop. I'm really sorry that I didn't bring my selfie stick, because that'd make it so much easier to do like IRL streams. And I want to show you, this country is very patriotic, right? They had their day of, you know, their independence came through struggle to overthrow their colonial French government, struggle against the you know, horrible Japanese imperial Japanese government, and then the United States, and all the fucking war crimes that the United States did here, right? So, you know, these people, they love their country, they love their freedom, and they really earned it. They really, yeah, sacrificed a lot to, you know, to get themselves free. Visa revokes if she fails to test and ate the forbidden rice. Wait, what? Wait, sorry, what is that? Fails to test? Because it's forbidden, is that what you're saying? If it's forbidden, how can you eat it? Aren't you worried you'll get in trouble? Well, yeah, I don't know. Top She might have... I don't know. What is China going to come and repossess their rice? I don't know how that would work. The chocolate factory will not be inheritable. Here it would be the coffee factory. Resist the forbidden rice. Well, how am I going to finish all these peanuts and dressing from the banana flour salad? I'm tempted just to drink the rest of this for expediency's sake. Yeah, if I was to guess, I'd guess the dressing is sugar. Not sure what kind of sugar, because there's various, palm sugar is. It kind of tastes like palm sugar. Yeah, maybe it's palm sugar. Palm sugar, lime. Um, I don't really taste any oil. I'm sure there's like some in there. Well, I saw. Maybe I should have gotten the permitted rice. I think random 3PO is what you were trying to say there. The permitted rice. What is that Hassan Il Sabah quote? Something about everything is permitted. Cronenberg put it at the very beginning of Naked Lunch. His, oh my god. Okay. So yeah. Let me finish the last little bit of the forbidden. Well, actually, it's not the last little bit. The forbidden rice, chat, as you can see, is still going strong. But the banana flour salad has been eaten. All right, so that's an accomplishment, I guess. Let me go for the soup next. Try this out. All right, so we got some carrots. We got shiitake mushrooms. We got tofu. It looks like soft tofu. Ooh, what is that? I'll have to. I think it's another kind of mushroom. Anybody know what this is? Here, let me knock off the shiitake. Anybody recognize? Oh my god. Oh. Good thing the glass tabletop is clean. Yeah. Anybody recognize this thing? I actually have no idea what this is. It looks like an earbud. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't this look like the little rubber thing on your earbud? Like does Apple make one like this where it's like white? Because everything with Apple is like white. It looks like an earbud with but it's got two holes instead of one. I don't know what this is. ASMR NCC feeds you. Yeah, there we go. It's a bit like grainy. I don't think it's a grain though. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to think. What could that be? Yeah, here's another one. See what I'm talking about? It's got a hole in it, just like an earbud, and it's about the shape of a earbud too. If I look at it, what does it look like? It looks like it could be like a flower bud or something. I can't tell. Yeah, see, it kind of, you see what I mean? Grainy. It's like granular a little bit, kind of starchy tasting. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's some kind of grain, but I thought I knew most types of grain. It's not millet. Could it be giant Chat, how big is sorghum? Like, can you get? Is there like big sorghum? It kind of tastes like big sorghum. Yeah, look, I got 2 of them on this spoon, along with the tofu and the carrot. I was about to try to look at my phone to see what I ordered and see if it mentions what this is on it, but and then I realized you're on my phone, so I have to wait on that one. We will never know. I'm sure I'll figure out what it is. It's got to be some kind of grain. Oh, though I can't think of what kind of grain is that big. It's a really simple broth. I'm guessing just onions and garlic, carrots. Yeah, the carrots are giving it sweetness. The mushrooms. Oh, I bet the grain gives it some sweetness too. The mushroom gives it that umami. Something kind of bitter. Is it in the grain? I took a big bite of the grain. It's a little bit bitter on the aftertaste. I'll eat 2 more. Let me see if these are better. Not that much. I'm guessing maybe I got some other part of the plant in there. And that's what made it bitter. Yeah, the Alex Jones crash out was wild. Yeah, chat, if you think of any content that you want me to cover in the next few days, please remind me, because there's so much that's gone on, like Leftist Mafia. Hutch got destroyed, apparently, in a debate. Hutch debated a bunch of people on the chorus thing, and I mean, we actually haven't. I don't even know, we haven't, like, chat, I'm like missing an opportunity. I feel like Hutch is just really good content. Like, he's so fucking ridiculous, right? And he's so wrong about so many things, and he's so fucking confident. Yeah, in this one he was debating a bunch of people about the chorus, like the dark money group that supports chorus, and the Brian Tyler Cohen, David Pakman controversy, and apparently he got shut down pretty hard. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard people say that it's good. Can we sing a song? Wait. The one rolling his boogers. Yeah, exactly. He's a bit of a booger flicker. Okay, so we got 2 down, 2 to go, and or 3 down if you count the coffee. Wow, that was some good soup. I'm almost full. And let's see, the meal itself costs Oh my gosh, what is that? $6. Yeah, it's about $6 for the food, and then $2 more for two little cups of coffee. So altogether, I spent $8 on that on this breakfast. It would be substantially cheaper in Thailand. Um, I'm trying to think. Well, for one meal, what do I spend on one meal in Thailand? Um, yeah, $6 would be like the max. All right, if I'm like really, really hungry, I might spend $6 on a meal in Thailand, but that's a pretty big meal. Usually it's more like four or, I don't know, $1 on a meal is not at all uncommon. You can definitely find, like street food or made to order, like, usually like a woman like with a cart, making like a dish and then with rice for you can get that for like $1 in Thailand. So yeah, it's definitely so far a little bit more expensive, which it shouldn't be because like from what I've seen, dollar is actually stronger against the dong than it is against the baht. In Australia, $8 wouldn't even get you coffee. I've heard that. I've heard Australia. That's the one reason people are like, why don't you visit Australia? And I mean, there's some cool stuff about Australia for sure. But yeah, I think it's pretty expensive. Actually, even Malaysia was fairly expensive for me, comparatively speaking. Especially that cab ride. I'm trying to remember how much I spent on the. Oh my god, I think this might be stuffed tofu, chat. This is kind of. Look at this tofu chunk. See? Like that thing is oddly shaped. I think there's something inside here. I think. Should we cut this open? Should we do a tofu dissection? Here, let's dissect the tofu, all right? Let's see what's in here. All right, if I cut it in half with a spoon, I don't think I got a knife. Do I have a knife? Just forks and spoons. And they're bamboo. Oh yeah, another thing about Vietnam I've noticed, just from ordering food so far, paper straws. Yeah? Here, wait. Oh, why can't I get the straw? There we go. It's a paper straw. I don't you like the United States. There was like a few years where people were using paper straws, and they were like, I don't like paper straws, and they stopped. I mean, this is plastic. Yes, it's stuffed. It's stuffed. But yeah, like a lot more like paper containers. I'm noticing. Oh fuck yeah, chat! Look at this. Look at this. That is a stuffed tofu. I don't even know how that. I guess you put the food here. Let me try to pull some up for you so you can look at it. Oh my god. Ah, cut. The tofu skin is a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do it with my hands, aren't I? Go. Oh, come on, tofu skin. You're so. Oh no, stay in there. All right. It fell out of that one, but this one still has the stuffing in it. Do you see this, chat? That is stuffed tofu. Somebody stuffed that tofu full. I'm guessing you, like, stuff the vegetables in there and then fry it with the... mushroom, carrot, onion. Definitely onion. Or shallot. Shallots are really common in Thailand. Here, I'm going to put the rest of it maybe in with the forbidden rice. You can stuff tofu. Yeah, apparently so. Apparently so. It would seem that you can. I approve, yeah, too. All right, let me try to finish this up. What's the rating on the stuffed tofu? It's really good. The only thing about it is that like it's kind of like you cut it open and everything like it's a big like look at this. It's a big ass like almost like a dumpling here made of tofu, right? And so you kind of got to bite into you're not going to be able to like put this whole thing in your mouth. So you got to bite it into it, and when you do, it's like all the stuffing comes out. So like I've tried tofu before where it has like seaweed and other stuff like mixed in with the curds of the tofu and then fried like that. And I would say that's a little bit of a, just aesthetically maybe better way to eat it. I'm going to go get my napkin because this is starting to get... All right, so there we are, we're back. Napkin, yeah, to keep the mess under control a little bit. But yeah, like just aesthetically, I mean, I guess it's I don't know if that bothers you for your food to fall apart while you're eating it, then you might not like it. But no, taste wise, it is delicious, and it's kind of amazing that they're able to. The other way you could do it maybe is like get two. No, they're definitely stuffing. They're definitely like making the tofu with the vegetables inside and then frying it. How does it stay together though? I don't. It seems like a little bit much. Yeah, good morning, Vietnam. Good morning to you too, Dwight. Umami Airport requires a napkin. It really does. It really, really does. Oh my god, it's just a big dumpling of tofu, right? With stuffing inside. I don't know how you're supposed to eat this. It almost oh, they make the tofu, they cut it, right? Here's how they do it, chat. Look at this. You see this mouth right here? This oh my god, if I can just make it come out a little bit. You see this mouth of tofu, right? So yeah, I think what they do is they cut a little slit in here and they stuff the vegetables inside, and then do they bread it maybe? There's like a little bit of breading on here. I don't know what holds it together, I wonder. Right? Because if you put stuff in a fryer that's not held together, a lot of times the insides will end up on the outside. Like it'll come out and you'll lose the stuffing. But it looks like they cut a little slit in here and just stuff the vegetables in like that. I mean, it's definitely like, this is art. The art of the meal. Oh my god, chat, the art of the meal. Wait. Oh no, I can't read the person. The person just said Jesus Christ. Listen, Jimmy Wiggle, I want you to know that Ho Chi Minh loves you, okay? And more than that, he loves Vietnam. Probably corn flour, getting it. Yeah, corn flour would work. Ho Chi Minh loves you, Jimmy, and has critical, holds a space of solidarity for you as a member of the proletariat. Sorry, I probably shouldn't joke around. I mean, Ho Chi Minh is really a national hero here, right? And the one thing that doesn't translate very well is jokes. Right? And that's a dangerous thing. That's a really dangerous thing when you're learning a new language or you're speaking to another person through phone translation, right? Is that you making a joke like that, somebody says Jesus loves you and you say, oh yeah, well, Ho Chi Minh loves you, right? I don't know how that's gonna come across to how that would be. I don't know if that's disrespectful or what, but I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm trying to be very respectful. As a person from a country which has done so much harm to not only Vietnam, but also to Laos and Cambodia in the 60s and 70s, right? You've heard of the Khmer Rouge, brutal genocidal regime in Cambodia? Well, that brutal genocidal regime would have never been empowered had it not been for the United States expanding the war in Vietnam and trying to bomb the supply routes that the Vietnamese freedom fighters were using to supply their resistance forces in the South. But yeah, I just see everywhere I go, there's these like flat, like, just like kind of like lanterns, you know what I mean? Like hanging like across the street, but they'll be like little square Vietnamese flags, and then every other one is like got a hammer and sickle. Everything does lead back to American imperialism. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. The French were the original fuckers in Southeast Asia, and that's both to Laos, to Vietnam, which they took over and colonized, calling it Indochina, and along with Cambodia, and then even took a little piece of Thailand. That is part of what the Thais and the Cambodians were fighting over this summer. Some of the boundaries, some of the borders that were set up included land that the French had taken from Thailand, and which really set a whole bunch of things in motion. Wait, Japan is only like what? Like you said something earlier. Ho Chi Minh even apologized for the landlords that got tortured during land reform. It's kinder than I would have been. Yeah, definitely kinder than Mao was towards landlords. I mean, the thing about like revolution and like revolutionary energy is you're not ever sure like where it will go, even if you got you set something in motion like that. It's kind of like you know somewhat out of the hands, out of the direct control of the government, and it was the people, I think, that were just pissed off at and if you understand, like, I mean, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but were some of the land lords here, were some of the landowners like sort of empowered by the French and or the Japanese? I feel like I saw an old movie that talks about that. That's okay, Stephen. It's a complicated matter because of so many content creators feeling attacked, and their fans kind of react. Like if you follow a content creator and they do good work, and that they stand up for they speak out for Gaza, they speak out against the United States, right? And then somebody's like, oh yeah, they're in league with Pac-Man, they're doing Zionism, right? And that is how the problem was not the Taylor Lorenz article itself so much, but the way that some people took that, right? To mean that, like, everybody that got themselves involved in this was like intentionally, I don't know, being corrupt. I do think they made a mistake, right? But I also think that they were taken advantage of by larger content creators that they were. I don't think they realized what was going on, and how something like an $8,000 a month stipend, or let's be real, most of them weren't getting $8,000 a month. A $2,000 a month stipend can act as pretty effective soft power, right? somebody puts that money in your hand, even with no expectations, which there were expectations in the contract. It might not have been super clear to the people upon signing the contract, but as always, chat, my smoke is not so much for the individual content creators that took the chorus money. It's more for the architects. It's more for the people that set that in motion, and some of the larger content creators who knew exactly what they were doing. And now they're benefiting from the fandom of the content creators that are in there. They're just trying to defend like their people, their content creators, and they end up acting as a like a fig leaf for Brian Tyler Cohen. Japan was also like that because of the West, mostly America, but also some others. You mean Imperial Japan, or what is the aim of this channel? Vietnam support? No, I'm in Vietnam. I know a little bit about history, and look, I'm in the land of, like, you got to understand this, Godric. You got to understand, I'm in a country that got not just like bombed, not just invaded and bombed, but like napalmed. Agent Orange. You know what Agent Orange is? It's this stuff that kills vegetation. When the Americans were fighting the Vietnam War, they got frustrated because they're used to fighting it not in the jungle. The jungle was a huge was a huge problem for the Americans. So what's the solution? Let's use a toxic herbicide that causes birth defects. And I think they knew that too. I don't think they were too concerned about the effects that they were having on on people's children, like on children who were like in utero, right? Came out with birth defects because of this Agent Orange shit. I mean, look up what napalm is. Look up what napalm. Yeah, napalm was used because, look, Vietnam, like they had been dominated by the French. They had been dominated by the Japanese. And then the Americans come. It's like, we defeated the French, we defeated the Japanese, and it's like, okay, cool, we're free. No, here comes the Americans, right? And so they had developed some very sophisticated tactics for fighting asymmetric battles, including like digging tunnels, and this frustrated the Americans too, right? Because they could. They could disappear into one tunnel, come out somewhere else, shoot them from the other side, right? It was really frustrating. So what the United States did was they dropped this stuff called napalm that is like this incendiary, I don't know, jelly? Is that what it is? It like sticks to your skin. I mean, this is horrifying shit, chat. This is probably, this is fucking trauma to a lot of people here. But I think the goal of it is to ignite just a big explosion that's going to suck the air out of the tunnel to try to kill off the the Viet Minh freedom fighters that were in the tunnels, right? So yeah, I mean, it's just like this is another country. The United States got no business here. France has no business here. Japan had no business here. All right, 3 countries that wanted to dominate Vietnam, and they fucked around and found out. And I don't feel sorry for them. You learned more and it pissed you off, funded by dark money. Yeah. That's the whole thing, is we want to... and also, this isn't going to help the left, right? People that are saying that we got to fight dirty, the Republicans are using dark money, so the Democrats are going to, they need to do the same. I don't think it's as helpful as people fucking think it is, right? What it does is allows the worst elements of the Democratic Party to gain control, not just of the, they already control the party, but now they can control... independent voices, right? When you're an independent political content creator, you have a voice. That's what's important. That's why the Democrats want you. That's why they're trying to buy you, right? They want to control you, just like the United States wanted to control Vietnam. And you can't collaborate with that. Imperial Japan, they intentionally tried to mirror the West imperial countries around the gunboat diplomacy era, so they wouldn't be messed with. Oh yeah, that's right, because America did force them to trade, right? What was the Navy guy that came to Japan and forced them to open up their trading ports? Yeah, so Japan, what was it the deal? The Portuguese were like the first European country, I think, to make contact. That's just where I think this is where they got gunpowder. Which, if you've ever heard of Nobunaga, Oda Nobunaga, and his successor, Hideyoshi Hashiba, I think is the successor's name. Um, this was the era when muskets and gunpowder were coming into use in the feudal conflicts. And Oda Nobunaga almost united the country, and then anyways, this is gonna get mixed. This is gonna get conflated, and people are gonna think that I'm like a Nobunaga stan. I don't know enough about Nobunaga and his successor to really take a side on that. I don't know as much about Japan as I do about Southeast Asia, history wise. But yeah, for the person asking, am I here to stand? Is the point of this channel to stand Vietnam? No, but it's to oppose imperialism wherever it comes from, whoever's doing it, right? It's to stand for people. It's to stand for workers. It's to stand for freedom. That's what it's for. Okay, um, among other things, and to eat. I can't. I don't think I can finish this, chat. This meal is too big. I'm gonna have a little bit more of this forbidden rice. You know what it is? It's that the tofu. I can't eat this. I can't finish this. I'm gonna have to. God damn it! I almost threw my I almost threw the caps away, but it's a good thing that I didn't, because I can't finish it. It's too much, chat. So yeah, like I said, I thought the meal was a little expensive. I'm not used to paying $8 for a meal, although that might sound really cheap to some of you. But yeah, I'm not, in Thailand, I don't spend nearly that much money. And I was kind of bitching and moaning about the fact that this cost me, more. But look, it's not one meal, it's two meals. All right, and I'm gonna save this for later. Let me go grab my coffee really quick. I kind of want to like take you around the place a little bit, if I can. Um, Here we go. Yeah. So. Wait, do I need to flip this? Yeah, nice bed. Now the interesting thing about this bed is that mattresses in Thailand and in Vietnam, they're rather firm, right? If you're staying in a place that's like meant for tourists, you might find like a soft mattress, but in general, people prefer the mattress to be a little bit firm. It takes some getting used to. Got a little. There's the fridge. All right, and there's the coffee. So yeah, I'm gonna drink the second cup of this coffee before I go downstairs and yeah, what is the point of this channel? She's just standing Ho Chi Minh. Look, I'm not trying to LARP or anything, okay? This all happened before I was born. But when I see the Vietnamese flag displayed proudly in the streets, I understand why that is, and I interpret it as that's a quarter off of it. Pattern textiles? Wait, you never see that in America? Pattern textiles? Wait, where? Go for the back? I was surprised my apartment came with a soft bed. I wanted a firm one since... Oh, you got used to it. The bed and the curtain. In America... Oh, yeah, in American hotels. Well, I mean, yeah, this is, like I said, this is you know... This is a building owned by a shop owner who operates their shop downstairs, and since has converted the rooms on the floors above into little places that you could stay. So it's really nice. God damn. Chat, I wish we had taste-o-vision, because you gotta taste this coffee. This is so good. This is unbelievably good, right? Like I said, if you told me this was not coffee, but like filtered like cocoa bean tea, right? That you had made you would ground up cocoa beans and made like a version of coffee with that, I would believe you, because it tastes more like chocolate than it does like coffee. Oh, that's what you're saying, Izzy Mandicus. It's good for the back. Yeah, true. Looks like a little cozy space. Yeah, it is. It is. And hopefully I'm going to be able to get my work done here. Oh, battery down to 5%. That's a good indication, chat, that I've probably streamed too long. I forgot this. Did this happen in Malaysia? Yeah, the stream actually ended when I was in Malaysia, when the battery like drained to 0. So I'm going to have to say goodbye to everyone. I'll try to stream again maybe for you in the morning if possible, if I get my paperwork done by then. And yeah, until then, chat, I better turn this off before my phone entirely dies. So much love, everyone. Sawadee ka, and shin ciao, and everything else. So I'm gonna see you on the flip side. I better cut off. I better stop the stream. How do I don't actually know how to do it like that. End streaming, yes. Okay, bye. I'll see you this morning or tomorrow evening.